Hey everybody, we're back. O.P.O.V podcast episode 37.
Hello.
Hola.
So what's up, guys?
What's up?
Everybody's tired today.
Tired as hell.
Definitely.
So you want to talk about why you're tired? Game last night?
The game was good last night.
Ooh.
Shout out to McKee Sport Tigers. They
Advanced.
they advanced to the third.
Semifinals?
Yeah.
Yep.
In the championship, they beat Penn Hills. There was a lot of chit chatter over the internet all week because they've been beating McKee Sport. I guess in the last playoffs too, like they've been beating McKee Sport, but last night that was not the case. So,
It was like 21-0 at halftime, wasn't
21-0. Devori Robinson, he is the quarterback. He is an awesome kid. He is like, if he get open, if it open up for him, he's gone. Nobody's catching him. Like it's a fact. Like, you know what I mean? And he did that. The first 3 touchdowns, boom, boom, boom. So it set the tone, the bar, like
so he
here.
had the first 3 touchdowns himself.
He had all the touchdowns actually.
Oh, really?
Last night.
Wow.
Like, yeah, he
Did
was.
he run track?
Yes.
He probably
Him, Kanye, and 2 other boys.
That's
They
who
always
got,
made it to They made it to not the state, but the whatever was before that.
Invitational.
Yeah, they made it all the way through there, and they lost like the meet before they were supposed to go to the state. So, but yeah, good game. So, and I was drinking before I went there because I wanted to stay warm because it was cold.
Oh, that's why you were drinking?
Yes,
That's your excuse.
that's the only reason why. So I was drinking before I went there, so why not finish up when I get home? So when I came home, I threw a few back as well, and that was all I wrote. So yeah.
Well,
So that was my last night. So today I'm just like, I didn't want to do anything, but
yeah, shout out to all the athletic parents because y'all be out there in the trenches with them kids. And it's like all week.
Yes.
And then Friday, last night was so cold.
yes, it was.
It
And it was
was
like
nice.
10 degrees colder in Hempfield Stadium.
Well, wait till like if they really advance.
I know. Like, and I had my blanket, I had on my layers, I had my hand warmers, my gloves, my scarf, like all of that. My hot chocolate. It wasn't too bad, but it was cold. Like, if the game would have went into overtime, like I probably would have went and sat in the car because it was like at that point it was like. Okay.
Wait till they go to like if they win everything, they go to like areas like states.
Yeah.
So they don't go to Hansfield anymore.
Oh, they don't?
They
See,
don't.
that just let you know.
and which it sucks because I feel like something happened maybe like a few years ago or whatever. So I guess they don't get invited back there or something. So they have to play their championship game at a regular stadium.
Yeah, that's super trash.
Yeah. So next week, this week coming up, we got Gateway again. We just played Gateway 2 weeks ago,
They
and
won. Gateway won that one.
Gateway ran down.
Yeah, that one
On
was
us.
kind of bad.
So hopefully we'll do the upset thing again with Gateway. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beat Gateway in advance. So I'm excited for that.
And I'm excited for y'all.
Yeah, good luck, guys. Good luck, Tigers. You know,
How was your week?
my week was long. I worked a lot. You know what I mean? I was doing a lot of work and trying to make this money back from this trip. But other than that, chilling.
Well, I had a good week.
That's good.
So I had some challenging things go down, particularly at work. So, you know, I was given like a task and basically thrown in there with little to no direction. I had to figure it out. But did the update. Boss's boss came back like, oh, this has exceeded my expectations. I was like really proud of myself. Like, you know. Yeah.
So now they can go present it like they did it.
Oh, yeah. You know how that go.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But they won't forget you when they go to the top.
I know. They might give me $2 more an hour or something crazy.
Cha-ching.
No, but sometimes you never know. You like if your boss's boss get promoted and they realize you was doing all the heavy work, they must rather have you jump a step.
Man.
Jump over your boss and your boss
would
will
be
be sitting
nice.
there swole.
Listen. But I know somebody who was like, he was kind of like, a brown noser, if you will, like to the point where we had a brand new person come from outside and be like the boss's boss. Well, what happened is he kind of like threw our direct report like under the bus. And I kind of like set the tone for the rest, because I guess he felt like since he's smart, he do good work, that with this new person, I'm just...
Yeah, but not the case.
No.
Good.
The last thing you want to do is throw your boss under the bus.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So,
you don't do
good.
that. Definitely don't do that. So now he's in a doghouse?
Yeah. And disgruntled and complains every day, all day.
Wow.
One thing, my pet peeve is I hate people that go to these meetings and put their phone off of mute. Like
you're not talking, put it on
mute. You'll hear
mute.
people like, it's always the older people, so you'll start hearing them coughing and stuff. Like, what?
Eating shit.
Yeah, like,
whatever.
Why aren't you phone on mute? And the supervisor, we tell them, like, can everybody please put their phone on mute? Like, no, tell that one person, like, start singling people out because they don't get it. Like, put your phone.
John, put your phone on mute.
See, that's why I was a bad supervisor, because I would call people out.
And you know what? I don't know what was this manager's deal. I don't know if she felt like people would put the phone on mute and talk about with her, but
she didn't want it.
She called me out like, is your phone on mute? I was like, yeah, take your phone off mute.
Why?
So then later on another call, you're complaining about how loud it is. Like, yes, I'm not in the same location as you, and there's other people here talking. I can't say shut up.
Oh no! Now was it a meeting or a regular call?
It's a meeting.
Okay, because if it's a regular call, I don't like when a person uses mute either. But if it's a meeting, put your phone on mute.
It's a team meeting.
She said, take your phone off of me. Maybe she don't like silence. Let's her people.
Yeah, until she hear all them people talking.
Yeah,
about
that's like,
put your phone on mute. It's so loud around here. Yeah, that's why I put my.
And I don't know how your job is, but my old job, somebody liable to be saying anything around you. He's like, oh my goodness. Somebody about to get fired.
What we getting into today?
I don't know. That viral clip about the lady and her kid, her disciplining her kid or abusing her kid.
So, because you guys shared the video with me from Facebook, y'all want to give a breakdown of what happened first?
I don't see. The one thing about videos is you don't never get the full story. So I don't know what the kid was doing, but long story short, the parent got called in. I don't know. Maybe
she pulled him out the cafeteria. It was something about him being disrespectful, disruptive, or something. She gained access to the school, and I guess it started in the cafeteria where she seen him at and pulled him out. And from what I was reading, she had like another kid at that school as well, because CYS ended up going back and taking the kids from the school. But anyway, she pulled them from the cafeteria, and I don't know who her videographer was, because that was the problem right there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the problem. Like, why? What made you think to videotape a kid being disciplined? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like he was like 6 or 7. Like, he was not 10.
He was like 6.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was either 6, 7, or 8. And I'm saying 8, but I feel like he was like 6 or 7. I feel like he was might have been in kindergarten or something or whatever. But like, you know what I'm saying? She grabbed him up, bad a collar. Like, I just felt like she was just, it could have been handled a different way. I don't know. And that's why I asked those questions. Like, I got a few questions. Like, you know what I'm saying? Is this a pattern for this kid? Has he done this before? Like, how many phone calls home did he get? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why was she so enraged that she came up to that school and did that to that kid? You know, and she made him apologize, but then she started beating him with a belt. Like calling him nigga, and I'll break your face if I gotta come back.
I am gonna break your face.
Yeah, like it was just the most. And the teachers, when I was reading about that too, because why didn't they intervene? They stood there. They didn't say nothing. They didn't do nothing. Well,
they probably wrote up after. They probably called out. There's probably definitely a way you gotta handle that. They probably can't step in like that, though.
It is the school. They are mandated reporters. So even if they did call the parent and said that your kid is being up, and the kid came up there and you came up there and jumped on your kid, they are mandated by the state. It's a law. Like for them to report it.
No, they didn't report it?
No, they.
So that happened before.
The Child Protective Services got involved because the video went viral.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Not that the school called.
Yeah, I thought they called
anything.
after they left.
From what I was reading, like they got involved because that video went viral, not because the school called or whatever. So that's why
I can't blame them though.
They said they were still investigating for as like the school was concerned, because why didn't you make a report? Like, you know what I'm saying? Has she did this before? Did she come up here and do this before? Like, so
yeah, and listen, I know all about that, because don't you know, when my daughter was in preschool, she sat there and told them teachers that I punched her in the stomach. And so
it's not funny because
I'm doody walking in there to pick up my kid. Hey, so and so, how you doing? Da 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 da. Can we talk to you for a second? I'm like, yeah, but she was like, Miss so and so once has something to say to you. So I go over there. She was like, she had this real concerned look on her face. I'm like, what happened? Like, she was like, your daughter said that you punched her in the stomach. And so I looked at her and I looked at the director. I was like, I know I punched my daughter. But guess what? I'm about to punch her right now.
Right. Right.
She was like, I just wanted to let you know, because if she goes to school and says that, then they will report you.
Yes.
So what? They don't got security at that school that they was in, and then I feel like you can't let the mom come in and remove the dude from the classroom.
Snatch him out the cafeteria.
She's enraged. She should be. The mom should be sitting in the office
up by a shirt.
The mom should be sitting in the office simmering, not enraged.
Like the whole thing was wrong.
Like she went and got him like he owed her money or something.
And I seen a lot of people saying, "Oh, that's what he needed." There need to be more parents like that. Kids do need discipline. There needs to be involved parents, but not like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
you don't even talk to your kid like that.
Yeah, because honestly, like if I hear my daughter's acting up, sometimes I will call her out in front of the teacher and whatever students is there, but I won't be yelling at her.
Not like that.
It won't be full bass. It might be a little treble in the voice, and then you are gonna apologize to her, and then any sort of disciplinary action, whether it's taking something away or whatever I decide to do, we're gonna do that at home.
Right.
Now I will say this.
Ain't over.
Exactly.
Now I will say this. Certain little boys do act a certain way with their mom. So if all that mellow talk, he might say, no, I ain't apologize. So you can't.
He looked terrified.
I mean, at that point, because he done got already 20 lashes before he even got to the teacher.
Yes.
But sometimes the mom do got to be aggressive with little boys.
So that's why I asked those questions. Like what's his history? Like, is he a troubled kid? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not that it made it any better, but I would understand a little bit more why she did that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't call me 16 times this week for this boy being disrespectful in class. I'm going up there, I'm gonna whoop his ass as soon as I get up there. But I'm not mom. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I probably wouldn't have did it in front of them.
But we say we gonna go to the school and whoop their ass, but we ain't going up to the school and whoop their ass. Like, you get your ass whooped when you get home. Like,
she was beating him like they was running a heroin operation, and she almost got stitched
the main,
for that.
I think
that was
like he's like, dude, I had these teachers calling me.
Yes.
Like I'm like, dang, what's going on at home to where they don't want nobody know what's going on?
Like I had a problem with the video from beginning to end, from the way she snatched him up. Like the way she was talking to him just made me cringe. Then you hitting him with a belt or whatever it is that she was hitting it.
She had it around her neck, girl.
Yeah. I couldn't tell if it was her belt or her keys.
She probably was like,
like a leash. Like I don't know. It was something.
I thought it was a belt.
I thought it was a belt too.
I think she was like this to her homegirl. Girl, take all of this.
Which was
for what?
We gotta teach him a lesson.
So do you think
so you can post it to Facebook?
Public humiliation of your 6-year-old kid?
Yep.
But I mean, to a degree, I just explained to you that that's kind of like what I did. You know what I mean? With saying something to her in front of the teacher in the class about her behavior. Like that's embarrassing.
maybe she needed to be embarrassed a little bit so she could change her
Yeah, a little
behavior.
bit.
Sometimes,
Like,
you
you know what I'm
sometimes they
saying?
gotta be humble.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not.
Because my thing is, if you're going to act up in front of this class, you can get talked to, disciplined in front of everybody to let everybody know we don't go for this. And this is not how you're supposed to be behave.
I'm all for each his own when it comes to parenting. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody is different. You can't tell nobody, you know what I'm saying, what to do or how to do with their kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at some point, you have to be like, okay, if this kid is continuously acting up or whatever, and you have to go to these certain extents to even reel your kid back in, what's the problem? Like, there's something else wrong.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is he being disrespectful in school? Why is he acting out in school?
Well, you can see it's a trickle down effect. Just the way she talking.
Look at her. Look at
He's
her.
probably sitting there talking to the other kids like that, like, or the teachers like that.
Well,
like,
my friend, my Facebook, well, she's my friend, but she pointed out that he had on high water. So we put the scenario together, like he probably was getting picked on in school because he had on high water. The teachers ain't do nothing about it. He lashed out. Typical 6-year-old. Typical 7-year-old. Like, you ain't gonna keep talking, like, you know what I'm saying? He's messing with me. He go sit down. Go sit down. I don't quit being a tattletale. You know that happens in school. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So maybe he was just
I
like,
ain't gonna give him
you
all
know what I
that
mean?
though,
I
because
mean,
there's some bad
that's
kids
the-
out there.
absolutely.
There is, and you know what too? I try, like, when it comes to, like, if my daughter's getting ready to go to school and she got on some pants and they too tight or they a little, I'll be like, take them off. But then he might not have that option.
And kids are
Or
cruel.
mom might not care. Boy, you gonna wear these pants?
Yeah. Or that's all they got to wear. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They that might be it.
That's
But
my-
kids are cruel. Kids
They
are
are.
cruel. Like, you know what I'm
They
saying?
say,
So,
they say what they thinking.
yes. So
Yeah.
I just think that she could have handled it a different way.
All around.
Being and his age was very sensitive to me too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because just because she beat him down like that or did the little public humiliation with him like that, doesn't mean that he's gonna change his behavior.
It might get worse now. Now he's viral.
And then the way she was talking to him,
Exactly.
the way she was talking to him made me feel like
he's gonna be like, you a little bitch. Boy, your mom
Right?
said she was gonna break her face.
Yeah,
Boy,
he ain't do nothing.
boy, go in the
Like,
house where your mom break your face. Boy, boys is gonna be talking
Yes.
to him sick.
Yes.
and the way she was talking to him made me feel like, okay, you probably talk really crazy to your kids regularly. Like,
Yeah, definitely. But she
Right.
was talking sick to the teacher, like,
Man.
but it was like trying to be nice, but she still.
And they was just standing there
did she
like,
tell her to have a nice day?
like, now one of
Yeah.
them said, "Okay, ma'am." Like, if
It seemed like the little white
If they
girl
would've
teacher
did that,
was trying to be
She
cool.
was
they was
just standing there
man,
like.
they probably was scared that they was gonna get hit with that fucking belt.
They-
No, but even the way when she was talking to her when she first came in, I thought they was about to fight. She's like, okay, y'all, all right. The
Yeah.
white teachers is like,
Yes.
but they know they should have let that girl go into that lunchroom. She had too
Listen,
much
talk
rage.
about traumatic. They might have been traumatized too, just watching it.
But
'Cause I know,
sometimes it's good.
I felt away watching it on video.
Sometimes though, sometimes parents do need a timeout, especially ones that think like she think. So it's good the social services stepped in. Maybe she could get a little timeout, go to some type of therapy, because she got anger issues that ain't that's separated from those kids.
Right.
Yeah, and if you got anger like going on from different stresses, maybe financial or whatever else is going on in your life, those things could come to the surface and come out. Oh, your kid's acting up at school, so now I'm already stressed out from this over here. Yeah,
You getting all of this.
Yeah, because it could be the bad day. That could have been the straw that broke the camel's back.
So the very same day I watched that video, hours later, I watched another video that one of my Facebook friends had shared. It looked like a teenage high school boy punching a teacher in the face.
There wasn't a boy. It was a girl.
It was a girl that looked like a boy.
Yeah, that was so jive because the teachers are older black lady, and she had her back turned. Everything.
So
I was messed up.
So I was reading the comments, and people was like, okay, so maybe if, you know, her mom would have came up and did that to her in school, maybe she wouldn't have punched that teacher. But I don't necessarily agree with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
The two things can be wrong.
You know
just
what?
because one thing's wrong don't mean the you know what I
I'm
mean?
telling y'all right
Two
now,
things
if
can
I
be
find
wrong.
out my daughter punch a teacher in
was
the
so
face.
jive,
It's going to
man.
take everything in me not to punch her in the face soon as I
And the
see her.
teacher still held her cool.
Yes.
Now, did you see the other
I don't
one?
know.
Which
when
one?
the teacher got fired because the teacher beat that dude up.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah.
I would love to see that.
Yep.
Because I said, I made a comment like if that was my teacher, that would have been my last day at work and probably his last day on earth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because, or she, the girl, it looked like a boy, but yeah.
Yeah, it was like
and
a stud.
I hate when, and at that age, it's your kid is probably too far gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
her
she was
behavior,
like
you punched a teacher. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and then bounced
you've
out
been acting out.
The
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you've been like acting out. So at that point, you have to discipline, and all of that stuff is totally different. But
But I'm looking like, man, you punching a teacher? Oh, we gonna, yeah.
No, but the
I
one
mean-
kid tried to punch the substitute teacher. He was talking sick to the lady substitute teacher. She said, "I ain't the one." The white lady, boy,
Man.
she went in on the dude after he hit him. But she got fired.
That's-
'Cause
but
she
it's
definitely
a
did
thin
that.
line, and I hate when parents think or say that their kid ain't do this, my kid ain't do that. And your kid is disrespectful at home. So how do you think that they're going to act outside?
And you know what?
School,
I'm telling you,
anywhere else.
But I've said this before. My daughter isn't disrespectful at home, but I have seen her get brand new.
Outside. Yes.
So when they said you did something, in my mind, I'm thinking,
She probably
it's
did.
likely that you did do that.
Yeah. Yes. So that it was just a lot of people was just saying that's what he that's what he needed. If it
No,
was
that was
man, I would
heartbreaking,
have did the
man.
same thing.
That was heartbreaking.
You know, we got beat as kids. A good ass kicking ain't never hurt
But
nobody.
you do it at
was
home.
just
Like, you don't do that like that. And then there's a way you do it. There's a way you discipline your kids. And that's, you don't do it when you're angry like that.
Yeah,
I
but you know what?
remember-
I remember getting beat as a kid, and that's the reason why my parenting style is the way it is now, because I didn't really feel like that type of disciplinary action was necessary. Like, I felt like it was a little,
right, and it don't necessarily.
it was too
like,
much.
Yeah.
So, like, I was like, well, I got to parent a different way because I didn't really feel like
And the only thing a beating
it was excessive.
only thing a beating taught me to do was to, whatever I was doing wrong, I needed to have it better because I didn't want to get my ass beat. And I knew that what I was doing, I was going to get my ass beat. So I needed to have that better so she didn't find out. So I didn't get caught so I wouldn't get my ass beat. That's the only
Do
thing
better
a
next
beating,
time.
that's the only thing a beating did for me. And that's
But you
just
know what?
me. Like, you know what I mean? So,
But you know what? I feel like, do you think, because you are closer in age to our older brother, and I feel like he had that same mentality. Like, no, this beating ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna just
do it again and try
to
not
be
to get
better.
I'm gonna be better at not getting caught.
I don't know. See, but I just think it's the nurture that stopped me from doing what I do. I don't think it's me being disciplined as far as like getting beat, but just like knowing what's right and what's wrong. Actually, you know what I mean? Because a lot of times people don't grow up with the right parents, so the parents is doing wrong, so the kid don't know what's right, wrong.
I mean, according to me, I was a good kid. According to me.
Yeah. I mean, I thought I was a good kid. I was sneaky. I did a lot of, I was the oldest of my mom's kids, so I did a lot of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I was, like I said, I was real sneaky because my mom would whip my ass. My mom did walk around the Palisades with a belt looking for me, like if I wasn't in at curfew, or I remember one time I didn't come home from school. Like, and I was just hanging out. I might have been like in the 3rd grade or something.
Whoa.
3rd?
I was hanging out with my friends.
Oh my goodness.
And back
your
then,
ass
you
beat.
know,
Let Muffin not come home. What?
so like I didn't come home from school. I still had my book bag. I never forget it. And like I heard her calling me, and by this time, the lights was on, like the street lights was on. Like I was.
Oh yeah, because so now you're already getting beaten on top, so you might as well just.
I never forget. I seen my mom standing at the stop sign with her hand on her hip, with the belt in her hand, as I'm walking from my friend. Like me and my friend was
like
walking, and she was like, "Ooh," she was like, "I'm scared too." I was like, "She probably gonna beat both of us." Like,
Yeah, for real.
She probably gonna be both of us. When I seen her standing there at that stop sign with that belt, I just took off running. Like, you are not gonna beat me out here. Like, you gonna have to beat me at home because I ran home. Had I not stopped at that stop sign,
You'd have got an ass
she'd have
beat
let
at
me
the
right at the stop sign. Like, you know what I'm saying? But my ass, I know I'm getting a beating. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna have to catch me, or when, you know what I'm saying? Like, wait till we get home. Like,
So
you're
maybe
not gonna beat
dude
me
just
up.
gotta learn. He should have just ran.
I mean, he should have.
Because I would
Like,
have
you
been
know
that
what I'm
hard for
saying?
him to get anywhere.
And let me tell you, like, I have 5 children, and each one of them was different. But my middle child, there's 2 before her and there's 2 after her. And I didn't think that the middle child syndrome was an issue, like it was a real thing, but it really is a real thing. And I didn't learn that until her. Like, you know what I'm saying? She did everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? The skip, like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was like getting her ass beat. She was all, like, you know what I'm saying? If you asked her this day to this, what made you stop? Because it was like to the point where we took the door off. We took we would take her cell phone. She would steal it back. Like, you, how you gonna steal it back? Like, you know what I'm saying? But what changed her? She said, according to her, she was just like, I was just tired of getting my stuff took. I was just tired of getting my cell phone took, and I was just tired of not being able to go out after school. She was like, I just wanted to hang out with my friends. So her behavior changed, and it was just that simple. Like, you're gonna get your ass beat. Like, you know, you doing this, that, and the third. Like, you're getting your ass beat. I'm talking about from like stealing. I'm getting calls from the mall. I gotta go pick her up with the pole. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she was doing
The most.
the most.
Yes.
I'm in the car, like, you know, but she just said, like, she didn't care about the beatings. She didn't care. But she said she was tired of getting her stuff took. She was tired of getting her, and that's when, like, cell phones was, like, a thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? So she was tired of getting her cell phone took, and she was mad that she didn't have her TV in her room. So she just started to gradually act right. Because it was to a point, like, we would take her stuff. So she'd go in her room and draw, change her room around. Like, it just didn't faze her. Like, she was just like, whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? After each kid is different. Like, just because you beat them or publicly humiliate them, like, it doesn't mean that they're going to stop or, you know, go walk a straight and narrow or, like, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. So,
the whole video was just like, and y'all know, like, when I was younger, I used to use the N-word, but I made a conscious decision to stop using it. But I don't really, like, judge nobody either way if they continue to use it. But I do have a problem with people calling their children that, like, or just cussing at your kids. Like, it's just,
I mean, I cuss my kids out.
You be cussing your kids out. It's like, no, you got
I'm so not matter. Yeah,
I will cuss my kids out.
I use nigga a lot, but I don't even call kids that. I call kids by their name.
Yeah.
I'm still young enough to where I can remember kids' names. So.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I only had to discipline my son one time.
And you know what, too? My daughter, I do got to put this in context, because my daughter is still only 7. She's not a teenager, because I know how I was as a teenager.
Right.
I was a B. You know what I mean? So we haven't gotten there yet. There may be a time where I might.
My daughter is like a little angry.
Feel like you need to say that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have girls. It may have slipped out once or twice before. I don't know.
Because 15, 16, 17, that age.
My daughter's smart too, so I know when she get older, she gonna be thinking she know it all. You ain't gonna be able to tell her anything.
But she's so sweet.
I have a grown son. I'll call him nigga in his grown age, but I can't recall him being 6. Yeah. Or even Kanye like being 6 and I'm like saying
but
that.
Maybe if I was
like,
ready to fight him,
like,
I would.
You know what I mean? But in rage, you do.
Yeah, you would. But I never had that
do.
rage to with my kid.
I wasn't never ever ready to fight myself.
Yeah, she looked like she really wanted to fair one with him.
She stooped down, like it was ridiculous.
She went down to his height, like,
and he didn't like even try to do anything back to her. Like I could see if he was like, "Get off of me!" Like he was just like out of control.
Like this happens a lot.
Yeah, like he just looked at whore fat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he
Like,
just
not
looked
in
at
public.
stuff. So, yeah. I just
And
think
then
that
chick got the camera.
all over it. Who was that? Who was the video person?
Why do we feel like everything is for public consumption?
So everybody can have an opinion when it don't even matter, you know, to whatever the situation. Just like, you know, we got an opinion about it, but it don't even matter to that situation. Like,
You know what's the
what
crazy
I'm saying?
thing about this though? That girl might end up messing around and making some money off of this.
What?
That thing is viral. You know how many?
I mean, she's in jail right now.
Not her. I'm talking about the one who taping it.
Oh.
Whoever's feed that came in on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe
Yeah,
they should
might
get charged for
want to monetize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Top child, it looked like it was a kid. Like,
But,
you know
but
what
they
I mean?
might not because of the content.
Yeah, it was a kid getting beat with a belt.
Yeah.
No. Do that matter? Because
It just-
Facebook would take it down if they.
They did take the video
Shit,
down.
I know that.
They took the video down.
Don't YouTube not monetize even if you cussing? Like,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
So that happened this week with
Yeah.
that mom.
So what do y'all think about Whitney Houston's best friend Robin coming out and saying that they actually did have a physical relationship in their younger days when they worked at, I want to say they both worked at a youth camp or something like that. And they might have been like camp counselors or something.
I don't want to speak ill on Whitney.
Had a lesbian relationship.
She's passed?
Yeah, I don't like speaking.
What you gonna say ill though?
I believe the story.
You know what though? I mean, I don't.
That movie, the way they was acting that movie.
I just think that they may have had a relationship where they might have did something in their younger years, and she just held on to that because she did say that
I think they was messing
stopped
around even later. Though.
at a point, and she said that Whitney said that I think we should stop this or whatever
Because of her career.
Yeah, because of
Yeah.
her career. So they just became closer friends, and she was still around. But my whole thing of it is, why now? When Whitney's movie came out, they touched on it or whatever, and they tried to blood off like it was like, it was just rumors or it was a thing.
You know why?
So, but now Robin got this book.
You know why? Because somebody probably approached her. They was like, "Oh, you was with her for how?
We will give you X amount of dollars if you give us the truth."
Which is-
I mean, it's the story, whether it's the truth
She's
or not.
she's looking real Wade Robson-y to me.
Who?
The dude who accused Michael Jackson after he was dead. One of them
I
dudes.
don't think so. Because
Like,
I
get outta
think
here.
her book will be more like a memoir book. I think so. Hopefully, it'll just be like.
But here's the thing, though. I mean, either way,
That's
like,
just one of
I
the
don't
juicy
like
parts
how people will try to bring out all these stories about this person when they have no way of defending themselves.
But
They're
at the
6
end
feet
of the-
under. They can't rebut the story. They can't validate any of the stuff that you're saying. So I
Or
don't
even
like
share their
how
part.
we're only able to get one side.
But
Like,
as long
at
as it
this
wasn't
point,
nothing illegal, though, I don't see no harm. I don't think this will damage Whitney. I don't see any harm in what she said, as long as she ain't in there giving crack stories.
But I mean, either
stuff
way,
like
I mean,
that.
either way, I mean, I just don't like for somebody to tell a story when there's another party who is
not able
to tell their side. Because we know that there's 3 sides to a story. Well, the only side that we're getting is Robin's.
Right.
Oh, if you carpet munching, That's there's only one side.
Yeah, it wasn't the content of the story because I feel like even with the movies about Whitney Houston, if there's any, I don't know if the scenes were dramatized for TV or theaters or whatever, but there ain't no way I'm gonna sit up there and let, best friend or not, you're not disrespecting my husband the way she was letting Robin disrespect Bobby. I don't care how you feel, that's still your husband.
But that is
and
in
I'm not
Bobby's
gonna
eyes, though, too, ain't it? Ain't the story in Bobby's eyes? So Bobby's probably like, man,
Bobby's
she was
point of view.
disrespecting the heck out of me. But meanwhile, Robin was like, man, you must have said that to that point. So, like you said, it depends on whose eyes you're looking through.
And a lot of people blame Bobby for Whitney's drug use.
Yeah.
And now that we know that that's really not the
He
case.
said she got him one.
Yeah, like that wasn't really the case. So, because I thought that. Like,
I think a lot of people
Whitney was America's little sweetheart.
She was.
Yes.
Yes.
Meanwhile.
And you couldn't tell me I was not Whitney Houston back in the day.
Right.
I think every little
I wanna
girl
dance with somebody. Girl, listen.
Yes.
The Hollywood lifestyle ate her up. Man.
Oh, and greatest love of all, I was
Yes.
her.
Mhm.
I was her with my hairbrush. I was her.
Everybody was. Everybody was. So
Boy,
I just think Robin.
She had one of the
I know,
best
man.
movies with what was that movie with her Denzel Washington?
What, The Preacher's?
The Preacher's Wife was good. The Bodyguard was good too.
Yeah.
Bodyguard was real good.
Yeah. Whitney, she was, an entertainer. There's not an entertainer out there with a squeaky clean background or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? So,
And even I feel like even up until her death, I was looking for the greatest redemption story to like come through. I was looking for her to come out on top at some point again, because I still had so much love for her regardless of her antics and whatever she was going through. I was looking for her to overcome all that.
But you know what the crazy thing was? She surrounded herself with people who wanted to party just like her at the end. So it's like Bobby, Christina, and them was like her entourage. And they liked the party too. And that's the sad thing about it. Like she probably removed herself away from anybody that was giving her advice. I remember who was it? Cicely Tyson used to always come out and talk about how Whitney used to be wild.
Was it Cicely Tyson?
Who's her godmom? Who's her godmom?
Not Cicely Tyson, Dionne Warwick.
Yeah, you just throwing names out there. One of them. You
She
right.
was like her too, though, ain't she?
I don't know.
I'm about to look that up.
Okay.
We just gotta be right.
I know her godmom is Dionne
It's
Warwick.
Dionne
Warwick,
Yeah. So,
But yeah,
I mean,
she removed herself from people like
This
her.
man says Cicely
yes,
Tyson.
yes. So, I mean, I feel really bad. I just think they should just let it go, because if it happened, they said it was 4 decades ago. Okay, Robin, you wrote a book, and now you want to say that because it's going to sell a couple more books or whatever. Why can't you just? It's a focal point. Like, you know what I'm saying? If that's not what the whole book is about, and maybe it's only a little piece in the book. As of right now, that's all that's being talked about.
But that's
like,
that's how I be with
but
books.
that's sad.
That's how I be with books.
You know what's interesting though, and I think this is the thing that I like about Oprah. If you notice over the course of years, Oprah gives you little tidbits of stuff that happened to her in her younger years, and I think that's really a good play, so that nobody could come back and use that against her, like later
her
on
very
or whatever. Yeah.
Give you a little bit here, give you a little bit there. So
Yeah, but Oprah. That's funny.
So yeah, what else? What else
so that
we
was
got?
that.
Our topic lasted long.
What else happened this week?
I
mean, on our group chat, we be having chit chat, but
know.
So we were talking about the what you guys think about the Jason Mitchell interview, whatever his name.
I didn't believe him either.
Oh yeah, because we talked about that. We talked about that last week, but she wasn't.
Okay, yeah. I don't believe that
we
either.
did talk about that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't believe him either. So we can move on from that because
we was talking about last week. We was talking about relationships too.
And what about him?
Do you remember I asked you if you're looking for a mate? Do you think that you should exhibit the qualities that you're looking for in another person? But I had a follow-up question for you, because after the fact, I had thought of this. You were saying how if you were looking for your picture perfect wife, you're not ready for that.
No, I'm not saying I'm not ready for that. What I'm saying is I want it, but as far as I'm not the best Tavi I could be at this point in my life. Like, I could see if I was on the top of the mountain and I completed all my goals, and then I'm like, okay, where's my wife? Then I would be ready. But like, I'm still pursuing to try to be the best man I can be. Like, so I can't expect for me to look for something and the girl's still working on herself. I just want to be able to see that motivation and that desire to try to be something better than what you are right now.
and not a whole bunch of just talk.
Yeah, and complaining about why the man is keeping you down.
Man got his foot on my neck.
Yeah, and then my baby dad doing it. I'd be like, yo, smile, you're breathing today. Like, all the other stuff we can work out. Like, I just want somebody to be positive. Like, I hate just somebody has a gray cloud over their head all the time. Like, I know every situation ain't gonna be the best, but we can make lemonade out of these lemons.
Yeah.
You know.
Or just throw the lemons away.
Just throw them away,
And get some tequila.
Like everybody, like I know that somebody was supposed to give you some money, your baby's dad was supposed to give you some money, but why do you have that making you so upset the whole day? Like
people just dwell on it and dwell like this.
Like no, like we'll figure it out.
Listen, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I used to be like that. Because, you know,
just messing up your whole day because somebody
but you know what?
you.
All right, so now I'm getting to the point where, like, all right, I done been through this before. Now we got to reorganize and regroup.
And then we're going to keep the day. Don't let it affect your whole day. Somebody will stay in the bed over something.
And that comes with growth. Like, everybody just, or not just doing that. They grow into that, progress, you know, into that. And there's no age limit. Like, you can't say, I know by 35 years old, you're going to have X, Y, and Z, and this is going to be, you know, there's no blueprint. So
yeah, I mean, because I know, like in my head, especially when I was younger, I felt like I would be like married by now, and you know, but I don't know. I still feel like the best version of myself is still yet to come, and you know.
And here I am. I never thought I would be married, and look at me.
Okay.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Holding on, long and strong.
Yeah.
God gave me
It's a lot of work.
God gave me chances. He gave me a few chances, but you know, I ignored those chances.
Was there ever one you felt like got away?
Two.
Like
that's what I'm saying. God put great women in my life.
What you did? What you did?
I was being young and dumb. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When you get spoiled by somebody and you got a little bit of money, I don't know. When I had a lot of money or a little bit of money, I would say I was playing God more than, you know what I mean? Anything trying to control situations more than just letting life flow.
But I think that's a lot of our problem, just trying to control what happens. Like I feel like life might be more enjoyable if you just go with
let
the
it
flow.
go.
Yeah,
Because God will put people in your life that's supposed to be there for you.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of the stuff that's going on to me now, like as karma from when I was younger. You know what I mean?
And now you looking at women like, just relax, go with the flow.
Yeah, like nigga. Why did you answer your phone? I was sleeping. No, you wasn't. Oh, yes, I was.
I know, because like even now, like with this recording, y'all know later on, I'm gonna lay down.
Yeah, like
And that's really what it is.
But I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with that.
I started missing texts and all that because I lay down like World War III. But it'd be funny because I'll be like, I can't blame nobody. Like, even if I don't go with you or like we just talking, I can't blame you because I know how niggas are because that's how I used to be. So it ain't like, you know what I mean? Everybody feel like somebody is lying.
But even if I feel like you're lying, I might not say that because I'm still trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. That's the type of person I am.
No, but you know how the person.
I'm skeptical, man.
No, the person will say it because they ain't in the right anyway, so they'll say it in a jokingly way.
Oh, like passive aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, you must have been acting crazy last night. You ain't answering none of my texts. I was asleep. Oh, you know I'm just.
I hate that.
Oh, you was partying that hard last night?
Yeah.
I hate that. I go to 1,000 super quick with our shit. I hate
real?
it. Yes.
Right, when somebody try to jokingly be.
And I feel like, what are you saying?
Or you must have been real busy at work.
Like, I feel I get very defensive with that shit. Like, I hate that. That's a huge problem that I got with my husband. Because, like, he'll say something and say he was joking. But
You was joking, but you wasn't.
you was serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Or you wouldn't have said it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I always, and he gets mad because I go to 1,000.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's a problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? When all you had to do was say what you mean. Say how you feel. Like, say it like that. So if you was jokingly saying it, I would have got it that way. So
yeah,
I didn't get it that way. So now,
and then like if you feel away, tell me you feel away.
Yeah,
and then let's talk about it and keep it moving.
Yes, that's it. But that's, I guess, part of the life
But I mean,
process.
I feel like like looking at married couples, like maybe like it's a jungle out here being single. So
I still feel like my future wife's out there. So
she is.
I feel like my husband's out there too.
He is too. But when y'all get there, shit, y'all gonna put the seatbelt on this way, seatbelt on this way, strap it up here, hold on for the ride. Because it's a ride, like, you know what I'm saying. But the upside of it is like you got a friend, like, you know what I'm saying, like you got a best friend. So, but you know, sometimes you get mad at your best friend.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can't stand them. Sometimes shit is said that, you know what I'm saying, like it's just, you might wake up and like,
I love you, but I don't really like you right now.
Yeah.
Now,
like,
do you see yourself having more kids if you get married?
You know what? That is a great question because at my age, like my daughter's
like 60. He doesn't say at that age.
Yeah, because like I only got one kid. She's 7. When I had her, I was getting ready to turn 32, so I'm 39 now. And I'm like, first of all, time's a ticking. That's number one. I would be willing to do it, but part of me is like, I don't want to go through the infant and getting up at night and doing all that. Let's go on vacations. Muffin, even before Muffin graduates, go stay with your grandma. We're going to Europe or something like.
There's something about a bond, though, man.
What, when you have a kid with somebody?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what the feelings will be once I get married. Do I be like, I love you so much that I just want us to have a baby together?
And I was going to ask
what if a guy come and he don't even want kids?
Exactly. So there's
then I would be okay with that. Let's go ahead and make sure we go on couple vacations a year. You know.
But I flip flop on this though. That's why I asked, because there's certain days I might say with my wife, I might want the baby, then I'll be around the infant. Like there's no way I'm changing diapers again.
Man, I feel like there's something exciting about just like planning trips and seeing the world, like especially seeing stuff I never seen before. Like, come on, like I want to be like, come on, babe, let's go to Africa this year. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or let's go to Japan, or like, you know.
I'm trying to go to
so
Greece.
I'm like, do I really want to go through having a small baby and?
You just gotta get a nanny.
Yeah. So holla at me if you got a couple bucks, so we can get us a nanny.
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't even trust a nanny with a newborn, honestly.
Yeah, because you know my daughter didn't go to daycare until she was 2.
It would have to be like mother or somebody. Like while we go on this vacation, you gotta watch her, mom.
Are you gonna have more kids?
That's what I'm saying. I flip flop there's certain times. Like I like the one, and I don't know if this is like crazy. The type of person I love, like taking care of a woman when she's pregnant. I feel like that bond that you have with that person, and especially if it was my wife, I feel like that would be like you can't duplicate that.
Like I think they do say it is different having a baby when you're married versus.
I think it'll just make.
Kennedy was the only one I had when I was married.
Was it different?
I mean, no.
So maybe I'm just thinking of them like,
first of all,
from the outside looking in.
God, like, you know what I'm saying? No, she was not even really supposed to be happening. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but then she happened, you know?
But it wasn't like a one-day thing. Those 9 months, it was.
Grief fed the hell out of me though when I was pregnant with Kennedy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would be out and like.
And there was probably a nice
bring original hot dogs and French fries about 2-3 times a week. Like always had snacks for me.
That's
like on my days off, we would order pizza and just be in it. Like you know, so he did do those things, but it was just like I hate being pregnant, so I don't like.
I didn't really
You're just like such a kill a buzzkill.
You know what though, honestly.
I apologize, Dupree. It's like she knows.
Yes.
But you know what? I can relate there because I didn't really care for the whole pregnancy experience either.
Yeah, like, so I feel like I'm looking
Maybe
at it like
the
that.
guy
But
likes
he
it more than the
did,
woman.
yeah, he did do
Some
that.
women like being pregnant.
Yeah,
I didn't
some
really
women
care for
did.
it.
I did not care for it. So
I was like, there's an alien invading my body, and I just want my body back to myself.
The emotions is what I couldn't handle. Like the emotional part of it, because I'm not an emotional person. So, like, yes. I cried my eyeballs out.
I don't even know why I'm
like
crying.
yeah, like every day it was just something. And then sometimes I when I did like them, I liked them like them. And when I didn't like them, it was like.
Now, did either of y'all ever have postpartum? Well, you only had one kid.
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Y'all both had postpartum?
Yes.
That shit's real.
It's real.
I know it's real.
I think mine was maybe mild compared to some some other people experience, but I'd noticed.
Did you have it after every one of your kids, or just certain ones?
My older ones, I feel like after G, because I was so young when I had him, like you know what I'm saying. So I had support, but it wasn't like I felt like it should have been, like you know what I'm saying. But I did have support, like you know what I'm saying. So, but at that time, I didn't know what it was, like you know what I'm saying. But the more kids like I had, and the older I got, then I realized I didn't have it with Kaya or Harmony, but Kanye and Kennedy, the last two, yeah. It was really bad with Kennedy. Like I was almost about to be put on medication because it was like that bad. Like you know what I'm saying. No, not Kennedy. I'm sorry, Kanye. And I attribute that to having an emergency C-section too. So like he was the fourth kid, and I had to have an emergency C-section, and it was just like it was a mess. I had to go back to work, and it was just I was bad with him, and I didn't never want to hurt him though. Yeah. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I never wanted to hurt him, but it was just a crying, and then I would go from 0 to 1,000 to anger, like you know what I'm saying, and all like just
it was
I think it's scary. I seen somebody go through it.
Like the weirdest thing happened to like this was a little bit after I had my baby, and I went to like a doctor's appointment right after that. And I was in there and I just kept crying and I couldn't stop crying. And the thing that ticked me off was I'm in this doctor's office and y'all keep asking me why I'm crying. And I'm like, I don't know, but y'all know why I'm crying. I just had a baby. Y'all know what this is.
Yes. They should have helped you or been comforting to you because that's just real. Like, so.
I mean, I'm talking about like that was probably the longest period I ever cried in my life, and it just kept.
Now, do you think that would be like kind of like reality? You being older, and if you get married, like say 4 years from now, you have a baby, you might be like, man,
4 years.
In your 40s, it's possible, and it still can happen.
Oh, girl.
You like, man, I don't even know why I even want this baby. Like, you think that you would go through like a heavier postpartum?
I don't know.
Because you can't even predict that. Because, like, I mean, it might be a happy occasion. You could be still 40 something.
Yeah, she said 40. What you trying? Look, she trying to get married this summer. Like, look, we about to have a kid.
Listen, because when we talk about age, I'm sitting up here calculating in my mind how old I'm going to be when that child turns 18.
At this point, you gotta chop that up anyway.
Listen, y'all, we
gonna be old when Muffin turned 18. How old you be when Muffin turned 18?
50.
I mean, that's not old.
Card at the graduation.
I mean, it's old.
Well, I think my mom said like 50 is like so far the best years of her life.
I believe it because there's a lot of stuff you start planning ahead for your retirement.
But who wants to be 50 with a 7-year-old? Like,
no, nobody. Nobody. Because I mean,
men probably will, but women.
Into that woman at that school. Boy,
it's like
probably gonna be 55 with a 5-year-old.
Right. Like, so, but if you would have started having your kids early like I did, like, you know what I'm saying? You run the risk of becoming a grandma multiple times. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then you are still able to have kids, but then you can't because now you're like,
that's like our brother.
Yeah, like, it's weird.
Yeah.
So,
still popping them out. But
I had my kids young, so now I'm a grandma, but I'm still able to have a kid. Like, if I wanted to have a kid right now, like, you know what I mean? But That's weird. Like, you know what I mean?
But
like,
no, that happened when we was younger too. That's how
because
somebody
Muffin has a nephew that's the same age as her.
Yeah, that's how.
Kennedy's nephew is 3 months older than her.
You see, when it start getting like that, the mathematics don't be going around like it's who does that mean your kid had a kid that was older than your youngest?
It's crazy because they're in sixth grade together now, and like just last week she said somebody was messing with him, and she flew over to aunt. Y'all gonna leave my nephew alone, and they're picking with her. Like, that's not, how's that your nephew?
Yeah.
Like, that's not your nephew. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like.
I used to find that so puzzling when we was younger.
And she's like, Mom, nobody believes that Tristan is my nephew. Like, that's my nephew. And she said, people always be like, how? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That ain't none of your business.
Yeah,
First of all, kid, that ain't none of your business.
And he's 3 months older than her. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I played with the idea of having a kid, but then Chloe came. So then it was like, it's over. Like, you know what I mean? And then G just had another baby. Like, so, like, you know, I'm good with the baby fever. Type shit. And like you said, like, I'm ready to go. Like, I want to travel. Like, you know, like, once the kids are at a certain age, they become independent. So you don't have to worry as much. Like, you could go. Like, I miss being able to just dip off on the weekends. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I miss that type of stuff. Like, or just, you know.
So do I want to stay single?
No.
Because you can do that whenever you're single.
Do you want to be single?
I really don't. But
No,
I don't
you
know.
want somebody that takes care of you. And you can take care of them. I feel like that's what the whole...
I could be like one of those old men that just got like a friend that comes over to the house.
You know what?
Somebody's sugar daddy at 75. You've been single all your life. Like,
that might not be a bad idea.
But you know what? Because part of me feels like I can't wait to meet a really good man because I just got so much love inside of me that I can give, and I can't wait to give it to somebody who is worthy of it. Like,
but you need a man that can put down this too.
The cell phone?
Put down her phone?
The social media.
Why?
And social media is only a problem if you make it a problem.
I guess so.
Is that a problem for you?
I don't need to build it.
I don't believe that.
Because I don't need to build it. It's the devil's playground though. But I don't need to build it. Because there will even be times now where I won't even be on it for like 10 days just out of accident just because I'm being busy and don't care to
Yeah, well, that's good.
And for me, like, I don't post a whole lot. Most of mine is just being nosy, scrolling to see what people's talking about.
I mean, it's a lot of temptation on there. I just think that social media is what you allow it to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you want it to be the bad,
so what do you think?
It's gonna be the bad.
You think it's a problem?
I think it's a problem with both because I look at it like once you get that significant other, you tell them everything about your past. They tell you everything about your past, and y'all really pictures start showing up with y'all in there. People will start hopping in those inboxes from the past. So then you're going to start getting questions about why such and such that you just told me y'all used to mess around back in the day. Why is she telling us congratulations on our engagement?
Because she really like me. Congratulations.
I mean, I'm just saying there's a lot of, it could just, you know what I mean?
Man,
that's an insecurity. Like,
and that's what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. You insecure to a certain extent. I feel like if you put yourself out there and you make yourself available for somebody to jump in your inbox, that's what they're gonna do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what's gonna happen. And then, like, if you entertain that, it's gonna continue to happen. So that's why I say social media is what you make it to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but I think we were talking about this before, like with Aisha Curry, like the way she presents herself. I feel like she presents herself as unavailable. So that's why. Well, she should be, and you know that's right. That's why
she want to see somebody in her inbox.
That's crazy. That was crazy to me.
But she was saying that she still wanted attention because I don't know. I guess there's maybe a difference between, like, everybody knows her husband's unavailable, but he still gets attention from, and she was just like, her husband's just a nice guy, like, so she don't necessarily worry about him cheating on her, but she just sees the attention he gets, like, well, why don't dudes like?
I looked at it as a respect thing. I totally did. Like, I could be wrong. People might have just respected you enough to know that you're married and they ain't coming at you like that. Because
I feel like the way somebody carries themselves, ring or not on their finger, you put yourself out there showing that you're available. Because even if you're married, you could put yourself out there like you're still available. Like,
but that's what I think that's wrong with her. I don't think that there's anything wrong, and I don't think that it's a respect thing. I think she just lives a boring life.
She wants to feel desirable.
She wants to feel desirable, but I think the stuff that she does make her live a boring life, so she's never going to be in those places to where dudes will pursue her. I think if she was like out at the club and stuff like that, doing little stuff like that, boys will still come up.
Showing some leg.
Yeah, boys will come up to her. Start doing photo shoots and all that stuff. Yeah, boys will start hollering at her. Boys might even holler at her more just because Steph Curry's light skinned and they think that.
But why would you think that you knowingly know that someone is married?
Yeah,
why would you even attempt to shoot some shot? I feel like that's so disrespectful.
If I was, if I really like Aisha Curry and I had just as much money as Steph Curry, why wouldn't I be like, man, get that clown out of here, man?
That's so disrespectful.
But wait,
you come over here with me, Aisha.
But wait, I'm still stuck on you said because Steph Curry is
light skinned.
Yeah,
are you more
bully a light skinned dude's girl?
Why? Because you feel like
light
skin.
Is
there like a stereotype about light skinned dudes being soft?
Yeah. They get soft or crazy. It's one of the two. Either they're soft or they don't kill you.
Okay.
They either
I ain't never messed with no light skinned nigga. I ain't never.
It's like, no, I don't know. Because again, I got light skinned homies. But they're either soft or crazy. Like, one of the two. Because I done seen some of them act like straight nut balls.
I knew it was a reason. Like yeah. Oh, man.
Some of them act like Eminem and some of them act like...
well, I just looked at it totally different with that Aisha Curry situation. I just took it like
because she's pretty. No, I know boys will try to get at her. Man. I just don't think she'd be anywhere.
And she don't put herself out there like that, and that's a compliment to her husband.
But as a married woman, I would hate to be in a position where as though somebody is constantly in my inbox or constantly trying to holler at me.
Like, don't you see I'm married?
But then I have to tell my husband that, and then it's a whole different situation now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because now, like, I'm telling my husband, and he ain't going to appreciate that shit.
But I think that's why a lot of people get on that spot. Like, I think that's why a lot of.
But don't you feel like? But with that, don't you feel like you? Do you feel like somebody jumping in your inbox because you know how your husband is? Maybe you might not want to tell him because you're protecting him from a worse situation.
If it is unwarranted and unwanted inbox jumping, I'm fucking telling him.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
Yeah. Especially if it's somebody. This is normally the person that's up in your face, up in his face, like, what's up?
I'm telling them.
Yeah. That was just a question. Yeah. I don't know what the right or wrong.
But even like that, even like what we were talking about with that Travis Scott and Drake stuff. There's no way that Drake should even been that close to Kylie Jenner to even be dating her right now.
Drake is another
type of they're just a whole everybody's
disrespectful.
It's a respect thing for me.
Like at the end of the day, Travis Scott, he's a nice dude, so he probably in the media saying that he don't really care, but he gotta feel some type of way.
Mm-hmm. He did.
Yeah.
Only person we know is unbothered is Omarion at this point. Any thing that's going on. But
wait a minute, did y'all
that's
see
the only person that's unbothered.
Did y'all see how it was rumored that Jay Book slept with his mom?
Yes.
No, it was Jay Book.
One of the
you don't watch Love and Hip Hop. Because Jay Book was on the season too, right?
Yeah, Jay Book said it on the season.
Well, it was rumored.
It was in some blogs or something. I did see that. I was like, that was real disrespectful to do. Like, what did he ever do to them for them to do that? I would like to talk about that situation because to each his own, like, you know what I'm saying? And I think that everybody deserves to be happy. And I think that everybody has a right to their privacy and to date and mess with whoever they want to. But at some point, like, you know what I'm saying? They keep saying this, that, and the third about Fizz and April's relationship. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just had a couple questions with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Was their relationship close because of Omarion? That's what brought them together? Did her kids at any point ever call Fizz uncle? Like, was they ever together? Like, you know what I'm saying? Whereas it would make it a situation. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if Omarion and Fizz was already not friends whenever they got together.
Yeah,
well, according to Fizz, they wasn't friends.
Right? Exactly. So
didn't Fizz say that they wasn't friends?
It should be.
If they wasn't friends.
At that moment.
She said that they wasn't friends.
I don't believe him.
On Love and Hip Hop, them couple of episodes that I watched early in the season, because I quit watching, Fizz did say, like, yeah, like, I don't know why everybody assumes that we was friends, but we wasn't friends. Like,
at that moment that they got together, but they was friends at some point. They was in
when they was little kids, though, right?
They was in a boy band together up until their mid-teens.
But they might have threw 4 dudes together and called it.
Because I thought, like, during this, I could have swore he said the only person he was friends with.
Even if they did that, and they was on the road for 10 years, touring, y'all never had a bond. Y'all never shared some shit.
So let me get this straight.
It should be an
so let me get this straight.
I feel like,
but you know what,
let me get this straight.
Before you say that, can I just say one thing real quick? Like, even if me and you wasn't friends, even if we had a business relationship to where we was together regularly, days and days and days, all the time, just out of, even if we're not friends, I respect you enough to not.
That's why I just said it's a respect thing.
What?
It's a respect thing.
I'm not doing that. Like, come on, dude. Your thing is like,
I look at it like this. If somebody had kids with somebody when they was younger,
but their kids are small.
Well, no, let me. Well, if me and you were friends when we were younger, and you had a girlfriend or whatever, and y'all didn't decide to be together anymore, and we're older, and I can't, so she's off limits, and we're not even friends. No, that's not. No. She's go. She's on go.
She's a ghost.
Yeah, but y'all still have a business relationship.
I don't care. He don't want her.
Omarion ain't said nothing. He said
Omarion don't.
I'm like,
exactly. Don't Omarion got another girlfriend? He don't want her.
Whatever he's doing, I applaud him. He's
he don't want to push her away.
Yeah, he left her.
So
because maybe he was looking at her and knew that bitch wasn't that good. Like, doing some shit like that. I just feel like it's a respect thing. There's
don't
some
she
things
got
that
videos
you
about
don't do.
messing with
And
the
if you
game
gonna
too?
do it, they should have owned that shit from the very beginning.
I
Why
think
lie? Like, you know what I'm saying? If it was, if you didn't really care what somebody said, why lie? Why string
we're
people
just
along?
best friends or whatever.
Yeah, so evidently at some point y'all knew it was wrong.
If he's doing that sucker stuff, yeah, I understand that as far as like, if he's sitting there trying to downplay it and they really was friends, then he is wrong for that. But he don't owe him nothing if they wasn't friends.
But I feel like on one of them blogs,
at that point they wasn't friends. In their adult life, they wasn't friends.
So any of my childhood friends I went to Cornell Middle School with, I can't sleep with none of their baby moms.
No, but I don't think that's the issue.
That's basically what you're saying.
No,
and all the people who was in the basketball team,
feel like
the
dynamic
team,
is
the people that lived on Union and Beverly
Ave.
But I feel like the dynamic is a little bit. No, but the dynamic is a little bit.
You making it widespread.
I'm just saying.
No, but I feel like the thing that you're not adding is right now, or either they're on tour right now, or they just got off tour. Like, as far as like, do you really even want to have potential tension like that with your business partner?
But wasn't there always tension with that group?
I never was a BTK fan, so I don't.
No, I wasn't either. That's why I don't even know who none of these people are.
Come on now, y'all like Bump Bump.
I like Bump Bump Bump, but
I do.
I like that when it was out. Did I like that when it was out? Oh no,
I was never a BTK fan.
I think BTK had a couple.
Yeah, I was
they had
Hotline,
or that was Pretty Ricky. They had Hotline.
Pretty Ricky, I like Pretty Ricky.
I wasn't.
No, but what I'm saying basically is that they didn't even want to do that tour, if I'm not mistaken. So they kind of, because the money, the promoters and stuff, right, is like, man, y'all need to figure it out. Right. Y'all don't go on these tours.
But they didn't have to. If it was a collective note, and it's
because who's the dude to be rapping in the group? Is that Fizz? No, who's the rapper?
Fizz rap, don't he?
Who's
Fizz don't
the
sing.
other one that was on the boot camp?
There's Lil Fizz, J Book, Raz B.
Raz B. And then
Raz B's the rapper, right?
That's the light skin.
I think there's 2 light skin ones, Fizz and Raz B.
So who was the one that the dude was messing with
Chris Stokes?
What that?
Because I was saying, Raz B had the issue where he said Chris Stokes was doing something.
Yeah, they was he's a pedophile, wasn't he?
Right.
He was a child molester.
Child molester, yeah. No, but what I'm saying is, one of them was
So who sings? Because don't J Boog rap too? Like who sings?
Omarion. I was like, we don't take this nigga's bitch. He doesn't want to sing.
He's the only one that really know how to sing.
I don't know the dynamics of their little.
Yeah, because and there might be a little bit of jealousy there because Omarion is the Beyonce of the group.
But what couple boot camp? Which one of them was on there with
Fizz?
He was on there with dude Soldier Boy.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
so that's Fizz.
Fizz was on it.
All right,
and
so
that's what I was saying. Like, he jumps in and out of relationships all willy-nilly. Like, did he even want April like that?
So the April wasn't the one that was on boot camp?
No. It was a different girl.
When Fizz was on there?
Yes.
Was it Monique? No,
it was
the other girl. And Monique.
So only your girl around Fizz, because you see how Soldier Boy was acting.
He's a grimy, dirty ass nigga.
Yeah.
And Soldier Boy's girl used to mess with Fizz.
Yes.
So Fizz, the only your girl around Fizz might be like Drake, the underground Drake.
So does this go back to your light skinned dude theory?
Yeah, don't trust these niggas.
You're right. You are right.
But you know what's crazy though? Everybody talk about Omarion like not regardless of what's going on right now, but they talk about him like he's connecting in the streets. That's why it's crazy the boys is even playing with him like that.
Omarion is?
Yeah, they said his family's like real deep in the
streets. Big ups to him because he ain't said shit.
Yeah.
He's like the most mature one.
In this time, day and age,
yeah,
like you know what I'm saying, with this social media, he ain't said shit.
Sleeping with his mom and stuff.
And that's how you know that whenever he walked out on Homegirl, he was done.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's why
that shit
yeah,
is
but I could have
to
swore I seen on one of these blogs that she was allegedly like messing with the game.
Who, April?
She might have been.
Oh, so she's just somebody who... She's like a Lori Harvey right now? Is that...
All over the place.
Yeah, she's like a
all
Lori
over the place.
Yeah.
Even if Fizz didn't have respect for the relationship or lack thereof, she should have.
Yeah.
She should have.
Yeah.
Like, you know
no, that's her.
So,
no, you're right. She got a line for that. I ain't saying Fizz is out of line. I was looking at it from Fizz's point of view at first. But she got a line for that. If y'all got little babies together, you got a line. But unless everybody just wanted to make sure there wasn't going to be no
That's
future
why
together.
I feel like whenever he just walked away, he seen something that we didn't see.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Well, she was probably being fucking sneaky. He probably didn't.
He probably's like, I done got myself caught up
in
in something that I shouldn't have got
this
caught up.
tramp.
Yeah.
And had 2 kids by her.
Because love is blind.
Let me get the
He
fuck
probably
out of
was
here.
saying
Like,
that.
you know what I'm saying? Because she ain't gonna be shit but trouble. Probably have him in all types of fucking shit. He walked away.
Yeah.
But when he said he was done, he was done. Like,
know.
and he ain't saying shit. So,
But you know what though? I really feel like I gained another respect for him during like all this stuff going down for not saying nothing. I like him for not saying nothing. Because
he will say something.
He could have been out here tearing her all the way
No,
down.
he will say something.
But
I bet you he's going to say something, but it's going to be something that's going to give him a payday.
maybe he's in
in
the
a
studio
song.
putting up a song.
Y'all a song or a book? What?
Yeah,
A song. He's going to be dancing.
Because that's what Wiz Khalifa did. He didn't say nothing about what's her name for a while.
Amber Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, she's another one be jumping around
That's
in
what
love
I'm
with
saying.
everybody.
But
every
he was
6
in love
months.
with her, so then he got the babies back. Then he's like, I'm cool. You can go do you.
I just think it's a respect thing. Like, you know what I mean? So, but to each his own. If she's happy, I'm happy for her.
But so what you think about that Callie and Drake thing then?
I think April Jones is so beautiful too. Like,
The Kylie Jenner and Drake. Them messing around now. After, Travis Scott and Drake.
I mean, she's a Kardashian.
So
she's a Jenner.
She's an opportunist.
Like, if somebody can bag her, they're bagging her. That's how I look at it. Like, if somebody can bag her and say that they bag like a Jenner or a Kardashian, that's what the fuck they gonna do. And not only that, like, she's young. So I look at it a little different because, she's young as fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying?
She's the youngest billionaire, right?
messing with all these older dudes. Like, you know
she's
what I'm
caked
saying?
up. I don't know how much. I don't know how much money she got, but she caked up.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, I
but
think
does that make it different for her?
No, because I feel like there's a certain reputation.
How old is Drake?
Drake's probably like 33, 34.
He's 33 because I think she's 22.
She just turned. I thought she just turned 21 this year.
No,
she's 20.
Oh, she might.
She just turned 21 this year.
I remember Tiger was waiting for her to turn 18. So
I could have sworn
she just had a birthday. I feel like she just turned 21.
She did just have a birthday, but I was watching something the other day and I thought they said she was 22 and Drake is 33.
Well, she just turned 22 then. Like, but she's still young.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Yeah, because her and Travis Scott was probably together.
But I feel like the reputation of the women in the family is like they seem like they're for everybody.
Or they're opportunists. I'll say
You know what I mean?
Yep, she's 22.
Because they always moving up. They ain't never moving backwards. I'll give them that. I ain't never seen none of the girls move backwards.
She just turned 22. The only one
and
out of all of
please
them.
know if I got that much cheese, I'm turning up my nose at everybody.
I wonder was she in the studio when they made Sicko Mode?
Probably. And see, and that's
that make you feel like he was plotting on your girl.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where you hit the sensitive and the respect thing. Okay, so even if she was hanging out in the studio and they was out there, you know, they was in there together. Whenever Travis Scott got up to go use the bathroom, was Drake like, hey. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Or
she didn't say nothing. Or
was
you know
she
what I'm
like,
saying?
hey.
But I'm gonna use him because I'm the female. So okay, Travis get up to go to the bathroom. Drake's like, but you know me and you, like, you know what I'm saying. So if that was unwarranted, like, you know what I'm saying, I didn't give you any indication to even come at me like that. Soon as Travis would have walked out the bathroom, I would have told him, like, your homeboy is trying to holler at me.
But you know what though? I feel like I don't really know how to call it because on one hand, I feel like Drake has the potential to be a snake. But on the other hand, like we was talking about earlier, women have a way of making themselves seem like they're available without saying I'm available. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
So
yeah, because Drake was trying to get on Summer Walker, and Summer Walker is
I'm so tired of hearing about her
on the track,
and she can't sing.
I never heard her song.
What I was gonna say with that Kylie Jenner thing was, what was I gonna say? Yeah, as far as a lot of those girls that's like that too, you might not know, they might have like some type of underground record, like she might do songs and Drake could have been like, I got the perfect song for you, Kylie. We're gonna make you a music. I'm telling you, man, a lot of times it's
selling their dreams.
Selling their dreams. He probably like, we could get in the studio together.
Need to be
meanwhile, you up there in the studio, hemming and hawing on the track. And then he gonna scrap that. Like, man,
like to say something
bad dirt.
They probably got her saying nigga on the track or whatever.
And let her do anything just to get to bag her. Make her feel like, boy, I'm gonna be.
I just feel like at the end of the day, it's just a respect thing. Like, if
you
put yourself out there like that, is it?
Were they married or no?
No, I don't think so.
See, that was the first problem. They making kids while they're married.
And with Travis and her, like, we really didn't even know that
we all making kids.
But I'm just saying, like, we didn't even really know that they was together until a baby popped out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
We see how it worked out for me.
And for me.
Kenya was the lucky one.
I missed it. What?
1 out of 3 people get married. Get married after having kids.
Yes.
I'm just
No, but that it's a respect thing, and
it's a respect thing.
Like at the end of the day, if you my girl, you better tell me who's hopping in your DMs and don't be letting me dap them up. Like at the end of the day,
absolutely.
There's no reason for that.
I know niggas like that.
I do.
You know what I'm saying?
They
like,
be right up in your husband's face, like, "What's up?" Yep. But you be like, "That nigga was right in my inbox."
And that's why I keep emphasizing on, especially if it's unwarranted or unwanted. Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't give you any indication for that shit, and you still coming. Oh, it's a problem.
But that's how it was. That's how it be. Because even like when I went to LA, it just was like. Within the first probably couple minutes I posted, my inbox was going crazy.
For real? Oh, he went to LA. I ain't know this nigga was doing it like that. He went to LA.
with him.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel like I warranted it.
So what was the post? What was the post that made the females like jump in there?
I said I'm about to get some rest, then hit up Rodeo Drive. And then it just said the location was it.
Rodeo Drive is expensive. So what is you doing shopping at Rodeo Drive?
They seen that and they know that's where all the stores is. The thirst is real.
He going to Tiffany's. He going to Louis Vuitton. He going to Yves Saint Laurent.
Man,
Louis store is crazy.
I bet. But that's just. I mean, I don't know. That shit is crazy as hell to me.
But you could see, and then it'd be funny because you could see girls will do that to dudes, and that's probably it'd be the opposite. Like, so if a girl posts something where she might be in a bathing suit or might be on the beach somewhere.
So you thirst trapped.
I didn't do it on purpose. I didn't do it on purpose. But then now
Right,
now
it
I
happened.
see how
It happened.
it works like that.
Right.
But so now I can see how girls could be like. But I would say after the first couple times, the girl need to stop posting it because I can see how girls like, oh, I'm tired of niggas hopping in my DMs.
Why are you posting half naked? Like that shit
posting
just
it,
don't
yeah.
make no sense. It's like when you tell your business on Facebook and then
Be mad like,
Yeah,
it ain't
yeah.
nobody's business.
yeah, like I'm confused by that. So you don't want nobody to talk about your boobs, but every day you posting a picture of your boobs.
Mm-hmm.
I need.
So you said, what did you say about my boobs? right
Yeah,
now?
like I'm just
Kenya.
I just said that, but I'm just saying, like, you know, bitches will be half naked on Instagram and swear, like, get your thirsty man out my DM.
Yeah.
Ooh, bitch, you making them thirsty. Like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't get
I'm
that.
so mad you brought that up about people posting their business all the time and then be mad with every. Listen, I done read these posts. I'm vested now. I need to know what happened next. Come on.
Absolutely.
Some posts be too long for me.
Absolutely.
I told the one chick, the one chick, her name is Jessica Johnson too. She posted something with her and her husband. Look, she posted something with her and her husband, but it was like this long ass thing talking about their anniversary. But she only got like one like, but there's like 90 views. So her next post was like, I see y'all looking at everybody. So I hit her like, man, ain't nobody trying to read that long ass post. So she started laughing. I was like, yeah, they ain't trying to read that. Everybody just scrolling down. They see two people with a thing with a long ass.
Yeah, because with the long post, it all depends on how. Because I'll read the first couple sentences.
It depends on what it is.
And then if it seemed like some mess, like this, like boring, then I'm like,
But even if it's a story that I need to follow along with, if it ain't only like two little threads, I'm not reading like 5 threads. No,
My only thing is with the social media thing, like if you on there and you like, you know, we're liking pictures because you're in a relationship and I'm liking your couple pictures, I'm liking y'all out on date night or whatever, and say 3 months down the line, the pictures stop and you like, you know, single forever. Like now it's back to like, I just need to know, like you don't even gotta tell me why y'all broke up. I just need to know that y'all done. Like I don't gotta keep hunting for that.
I mean,
shit.
I'm not even gonna laugh.
Like
if somebody's continuously posting pictures of their relationship and then they stop, I'd be like looking like, must be trouble in paradise.
Must be trouble. That's terrible. And if there is, I want you to tell me so I can be like, okay, like I ain't gonna cry, like you know what I'm saying. But if you want to volunteer information, I'm gonna read it.
Yes,
I'm gonna read it. But I'm just saying, like, you can be like, I'm done with that nigga. That didn't work out. But like, okay, on to the next. I know that's right, honey. Like you know, so that's the only thing I say about that. So.
That's another bat signal. The bat signal.
Tommy, I mean, I feel like we had a good conversation today.
We did.
I found out that you were a colorist and I didn't even know it. Like that was interesting.
What's a colorist?
Somebody who like is black, but like you have something against other black people that's a different shade than you. Like you're prejudiced. You're prejudiced against other black people.
How do I make prejudice against black people?
You're a colorist.
I mean, I feel like you got a thing about light skin.
Light skin
and
dudes.
that's crazy because y'all feel like your brother is light skinned.
He
He
is.
is, and he acts like that. I'll be the first to tell you.
Okay.
Jules ain't right.
Right. Okay. I mean, I'm just saying.
They think the world is all about them.
Okay.
Conceited.
I mean, I it must be true because I've never had a thing for light skin.
Drake,
Like,
Fizz.
yeah.
Who else? Who else is making light skinned dudes look bad right now?
I don't know.
Fizz is good enough. Like that's it. But whatever.
Chris Brown
like,
said some weird stuff too.
Chris Brown is weird.
Chris Brown's
weird too.
boyfriend. Who's Carucci's boyfriend? Victor Cruz.
Yeah.
He said so weird.
Let her live. Let her be happy and live.
This boy said he wanted to be the lamp in Rihanna's video.
I feel like he just be being smart with her in their post.
He's crazy.
With Carucci.
He probably did.
He's light skin crazy.
I feel like she might be the one who got away from him too.
I really liked him and Rihanna together, and I felt like that they really could have got back together and probably would have got back together.
I would have been Andy and Bobby.
Like everybody wouldn't have been, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like the only reason why they didn't get back together is because she's concerned about how it would look to everybody.
Yeah, that was her PR. Her PR wouldn't let them
and that was sad because.
But do you think her career would have took off like it would have done? I don't think so.
What if she'd have stayed?
Fans are fickle. Like
no, I'm talking about her other opportunities outside
like her
of
Fenty
music.
brand.
Yeah, because she's like down there a billionaire outside of music.
Right.
Yeah, because she got her makeup sells well. Her lingerie line sells well.
I don't know. I just think that I don't condone men hitting women, but I'm just not convinced that she did not hit that man first in that car. I wasn't in that car. Not saying that him hitting her back was you know what I'm saying, but I really think that she hit him first. Like you know what I'm saying in the car. So I feel like it could have been worked on. Like you know what I'm saying, like. They could have got.
And I know this conversation is so long, but that reminds me of how like Evelyn from Basketball Wives, like you. To me, you have
was that
not so much with Rihanna, but with Evelyn, like you've shown a history of being violent, and now all of a sudden we supposed to believe that you was in this car, your man was cheating, and you didn't pop off.
You popped off and got hit by it. Like, what did you do? Did you smack him in the face? Like, you did something.
Was she known for abuse?
You see her behavior on Basketball Wives, jumping over tables, trying to throw
you had a tough one on there.
Drinks on people and.
This, that, and the third.
That's the real cute one too. They have one real cute.
Is she?
I don't know. That y'all be looking like to me. I like Drea. Where is she? What show is she on?
She was on Basketball Wives.
She was on there, but she ain't been on there in a while.
She ain't been on her.
She was on I Got Fucked Up too.
But her person, like at first she was cool, but then she started turning into a mean girl too.
Who, Evelyn?
Drea did. I don't know.
I think those shows a lot of people want to put on the front in front of the camera. That's why I'm
over all of the reality shows.
Yeah.
I really am. All the housewives, all the even though I'm sitting tight for this season of Love and Hip Hop New York, because Jim Jones and Chrissy is coming back, and I love them.
I told you.
I love
Maybe
them.
y'all can do that.
But I am really over all the reality shows, the Housewives, the Love and Hip Hops, the Basketball Wives. I just think I feel like it's good for the younger generation, but at the age, and if you're in your 40s and your 50s and you're worried about who's your friend and not your friend, and they're not your friend because you didn't come, like the pettiness.
They argue over the most trivial things. Like you just be like,
like at what age point is that done?
But sometimes they gotta sell storylines too. Or
but you know what though? I'm not gonna lie. This
because you get paid for how many episodes.
This season of Atlanta Housewives seems like it might be good though.
Why? Because Kenya's back. I cannot fucking stand her. I cannot stand her.
Then one of them get locked up.
Who?
Or one of their husbands got locked up.
Phaedra Apollo.
Phaedra.
Yeah.
I think she's doing real good. Don't she got a business that's doing like real good?
Phaedra got several businesses.
And she's
not on Housewives of Atlanta anymore.
I don't know what.
She got kicked off of there or
for
whatever.
Line on Candy,
which was crazy. I'm sick of Candy too. I'm
girl
sick of,
Candy.
Did you see about with what's her name? The one that just had the baby, the dentist.
Portia.
And what they were saying about him.
Bestiality, coke user.
I did not know that part. I knew about the cheating, and I heard about the drugs. Like I read about that. But
Portia,
the last thing,
what
do they call it?
No. Bestiality. I don't believe that.
So he's
this is-
doing it to animals?
Allegedly, that's what was in the blogs and stuff.
Where are you from?
ATL like them, I guess.
What part though?
And then you see how they gonna try to fill in that little clip of her having on that suit with the tail on it, and he was like, "I like the tail," or you gonna work like that? Just
for real?
That just like I'm like,
so you kind of believe it?
I just don't know.
I don't believe it.
I do not know, and I don't know that man. I would hope not, but that's a lot to take in, especially
somebody
like,
doing it for
a
the
baby.
whole category.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
cheating, yeah. Using coke, possibly, but the bestiality
was just
thing was like.
But I'm just over all of that shit. Like I don't like. So running back and telling, like I just won't. I'm not associating with no bitches like that. Like I'm never sitting around. I'm never keep coming back.
They always gotta run something back.
We apologize, and then 2 weeks later we back at it again. Like
no. But I think that the tricky part about the reality shows is that this stuff is pre-taped, and then you get a chance to be at home and watch what somebody say about you when you wasn't in a room or at the little confessional thing,
right?
Like, and then you just get mad all over again.
Yeah. So.
Sorry, we just went on a reality.
I was like,
not bad.
So y'all got anything else today?
I wanted to talk to y'all. What are we at?
Well, we're probably at about an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wrap it up.
Oh, you look like you had something on your mind.
No, because I think we all agree on it, but I just wanted to elaborate a little bit on. But
I think we can all agree
on.
How do you guys feel about T.I. and his daughter? But this is like we need to go because this is a long.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up, but it's been kind of long.
He's a weirdo.
I feel like we'll hit the 2 hour mark if we talk about this.
Yeah, maybe, but.
And even if that's what he did do or do,
why did he say that? Oh, why did he say it?
Why did he say that?
He's weird.
Like nobody needs it. I just feel like nobody needed to know that. Even if you like, if that's your prerogative, that's your kid, you're the dad. Like if that's what you do and that's what's going on. Again, like I'm not telling nobody how to parent or whatever.
Get out of that house.
But why would you say that?
Yeah, because you know what I think. Isn't it? Like at like 16 or something, you can stop having your parents come in for your gynecologists or something like that.
No,
is that the age?
Yeah,
or is it 13? It's 13. Oh, okay.
I had to leave out with all the man at 13. I feel like 12 for real.
No, it's 12, but it's like 13. I want to say 13 is like the age where there's certain stuff that you can't know. But
they ask you to leave, you come in, you give like a general,
but he has his daughter sign a waiver.
Yeah, because they ask you that.
But I feel like that's intimidation because you're her dad. Like, what's gonna happen if she say no?
Yeah.
Like, what's it gonna be like when I get home? Is you gonna be?
Well, we're gonna ask Muffin that too because we gotta ask that. You know what I mean? Do you want this to be confidential or not? You know, most of the time they gotta say no because the parents said it right there with them. But so it's like.
They just asked me to step out. I need to ask your kids a few questions while you're not in here. Like you need to step out. Like you know what I'm saying, and that's just what happens. And I mean, I'm okay with it. Like because there's probably some things that they gonna say to you that they ain't gonna say to me.
Yeah, I would want my kid giving the honest answer without any intimidation. So do it yourself. But I don't know. He's weird though.
And if my kid's hymen is not intact, then let her tell me that. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, let her tell me that. Like, not... like, yeah.
And then that's going to be a whole nother...
And then if your hymen's not intact, that doesn't mean that you had sex.
Imagine how awkward that talk's going to be when T.I. finds out his daughter's hymen is not intact. The first time it happened...
that shit is dumb. And I don't know.
Imagine that right home. He's probably going to be
you know, they have people talk about him.
You know what? I feel like my relationship with T.I. is like, he's like... the cousin who always say some dumb stuff
But
and
feel
get
like
on
he's
my
right.
nerves, but I still like him anyway.
Yeah, I
But
love
dude,
T.I.
like you're really not that
Don't
smart.
get me wrong.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to fall back because you're not.
Don't
that
get me
smart.
wrong. Throughout college, T.I. was my favorite rapper.
Yeah.
I mean, I fucks
I
with
love
him
him, but as far
music
as
and stuff like
music,
yeah.
I love you,
exactly.
T.I., but
Listen to the
sometimes
art.
you just
But that there,
work my nerves.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to
Even this podcast, I can't really,
change
I can't
that.
get
Yeah,
this podcast.
Behavior.
fall back expeditiously.
Yes.
But wasn't he even want his daughter to go away for college, right?
And why her?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And why is it? Because she's his oldest girl.
Well, me and my friend
No,
was.
she isn't. Well, I guess technically Zonique ain't his daughter,
Right.
But
But what we were
I
saying.
just seen a video on Instagram with Zonique and then Deja and then Lil Wayne's daughter twerking in Mexico.
I've seen it too.
But what I was saying though is
I'm like,
me and
boy,
my
she
friend
couldn't
was-
wait to go to Mexico and get away from her daddy.
Yeah. So sorry.
Nah, it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else? We're good? Y'all good?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, another one in the books. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.